Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Zero Analyst. Today I'm going to introduce you to my newly launched SQL bot which is called SQL Mentor. This is going to change the way you learn SQL because now you will be learning SQL by solving actual real data analyst problems. I have introduced so many features like easy level, medium level and hard level. So based on your level, like if you're just starting out, you can solve easy level questions. If you're kind of familiar with the basic concept, then you can solve the medium level concept. If you are kind of preparing for interview, then you can solve the hard level concept. Now the good thing is that this bot also has company wise features. That means you can also practice and solve interview question by the company name itself, by the topic and by this difficulty levels. Now one of the advanced feature of this bot is that this bot is going to track your progress, like daily progress, weekly progress and monthly progress. It is also going to award you different badge based on your achievement, like how many questions you have solved. Based on that, beginners, advanced and medium, so all those different levels of badge it's going to assign to you. This bot is also going to post a daily challenge questions within 4 hours. Each of the participant can basically solve the questions and submit their answers. After solving each of these questions, you get some points which is going to be added to your daily points. You will find the Discord community link in the video description, so make sure to click the link and join my Discord community to access this bot. You can also send a personal message. So let me first launch the Discord community. So this is the Discord community I was talking about. This is called Zero Analyst Community. So you can join from the video descriptions, and in this community you can just read the instructions initially when you will be starting out, like how to use this bot. Though I'm going to share each and everything step by step completely from scratch, like how to use this bot. Now you can already see that a lot of other candidates are already using this bot, which you can find it here. A lot of different candidates are using this bot. Every day this bot is going to announce like top 10 users who has a kind of done really well, and weekly 10 heroes as well and monthly 10 heroes as well, based on the points. Because as soon as you solve any questions, you get some points. If you solve any questions incorrectly, then it is going to reduce 20 or 10 points from your points based on the total scores that you have at the moment. So this is the top 10 candidate of yesterday's based on the questions they have solved and the points they have earned. So every day it is going to announce top 10, and every week it's going to announce weekly heroes based on the weekly performance and monthly heroes based on the monthly performance. So first let me go ahead and send a text message to start. Okay, so you can just click on this SQL Mentor, or you can just find it from here. So or you can practice in the group as well. Okay, so let's first practice in the group, maybe then I'm going to show you how you can basically send a personal message. Okay, so to practice in the group, you can come to this group which is called Daily SQL Challenge, and here you can just type help. Okay, the first command that you need to type, which is called help, to see all the different commands that you have. Now you need to know one thing: if you just type help, this bot is not going to basically see your message. Okay, because this is a community, so if you just send a text message, it doesn't read by this bot. Okay, this bot is only going to read. That means you need to first give a command. To give a command, you need to add this exclamatory sign, and then you can just type help without giving any space. Okay, so exclamatory sign help, and if I just give enter, you will be getting some response. Okay, you can see that available commands: SQL, which is called exclamatory signs SQL, get a random SQL question based on your preferences. If you have selected any preferences, you will be getting a random questions based on that preferences. If you don't have any preferences, you will be still getting a random questions. Okay, it could be difficult, medium, from any companies. Now the second commands we have, which is called easy, then we have medium and hard. So get a questions of specific difficulties. If you say easy, you'll be getting easy questions. If you say medium, you'll be getting medium questions. If you say hard, you'll be getting hard questions. Then we have something called topic. So topic is going to basically give you all the available topic that we have in the database. So it is going to give you the topic like SQL group by, it is going to give you topic like where conditions, case statement, window functions, and different topic you will be getting, like maybe join. Okay, so you can choose any topic, and then you can solve that specific questions if you type by the topic. So I'm going to show you each and everything now. Then we have which is called company. So you can type company, it is going to give all the list of companies that we have available. Then you can just type company, and then you can just type company name, maybe Amazon. So you'll be getting a question that was asked in Amazon interview, or you can just say UI. So you'll be getting a SQL question that was asked in UI interview. So all these are real-time interview questions which I have added. I have basically considered all these questions from all my last 3 SQL challenge which I have done. Also I got few of the questions from LinkedIn and few of the questions from all of you who have basically shared the questions in last 6 months of journey. Now I'll be keep on adding these questions. You can also submit the questions which I'm going to show you in a while. Now the next command that we have, which is called submit. So to submit the answers, you just need to use exclamatory signs and submit, and then you just need to write your queries, which is going to be answer for the questions. Now for each questions you will have some time limit. Within that time limit you need to solve the questions, otherwise the question is going to expire, so you will have to submit in that time. Next we have my states, which is going to give my state, like your states, like whatever your progress has been, how many questions you have solved, the scores points, each and everything. Then we have preferences. In preferences we have basically difficulty levels. You can set the difficulty levels, so next time for you, you will be only getting questions from that difficulty levels. If you set it for medium, you will be getting only medium questions. Okay, we have reset preferences, so here it is going to again reset to the normal. Then we have submit questions, so you just need to say exclamatory sign submit questions, and you can just enter your questions, so it is going to submit. Then I will be reviewing it, and if I think that is interesting, so I'm going to add that questions in the database. So now let's explore this, and let's kind of go ahead and solve some easy level questions. So I'm just going to send a personal message to start a personal message. So you can also start a personal message, so if you don't want to disturb others, or you can practice few questions in the group, so that we will help you if you are basically doing something wrong. Maybe you're not typing the commands properly. One thing you need to really remember is that you need to type this exclamatory sign whatever you do. Okay, and if you just give invalid commands, the bot is going to tell you that hey, this command is invalid. So let's say help, and I'm just sending now a personal message. So you can see I have sent a personal message right now. So I'm just going to start with the easy level questions. I would say easy. Okay, so exclamatory signs I need to use because that's a command, then only this bot is going to read my message. So I would say easy, and it is going to give me a easy level question. So you can see I got the questions, the time I got, which is 10 minutes, and it's kind of 10:57. So within 10 minutes I need to solve this question. So it says easy level 60 points. I have question ID is this, and attempt I have 5 to solve this, and topic is called basic filtering. And if you see, it says find all customers are not from Mumbai. This is the data sets it has given. So in the data sets we have customer table, so we have customers ID, customer name, and the city. Very simple question. And we have again the data, which is called customers ID, customer name, and the city. We need to find the customers which are not from Mumbai. Okay, so you need to read this instruction. It says use exclamatory submit followed by your SQL query to answer. So basically you need to use submit, then your answer, that is going to basically solve this problems. And if you want to skip it, you can say skip. It's going to skip the questions, then you will be getting a different questions. Then it says create a table on this site for free. You can use your ID like MySQL Workbench. If you're using it, you can use pgadmin4, or you can click this link. It is going to basically take you to my website where you can create a table using these data sets and solve the questions. Then come back here within the given time and submit your answers. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. Let's say I want to kind of use this at the moment, so I would just say copy link. Let me just open it in maybe Google Chrome. So here I'm using this link in the Google Chrome, or you can directly visit this website, which is called One Compiler, where you can type PostgreSQL queries. It's going to create a table here. We don't have to do login or anything. So this link you can just copy it from here. Okay, so let's first get that question. So you just need to copy this and data sets. Okay, you can use this copy button, or you can kind of simply copy this way, whatever you find interesting. So once you copied it, you can come here and it is going to create the table, because at the end we will need the table. So we can click on this run button. It has created table, inserted 4 records. Okay, now we're going to solve these problems. Okay, to solve this problem, first let's see what we have in this table. So select everything. The table name is called customers. Okay, so we're going to say customers, run. Okay, I added extra e, so select, it should be select, select, right? Select everything from customers, and I would say run. So you see I'm getting customers ID, customer name, and city. I only need the customer which are not from Mumbai. So I would just go ahead and say that where, and this city, right, where I would need to say where city. Okay, and I can use a not equals like this, not equals Mumbai. So Mumbai. Okay, so this is my answer. Now I can use a star, or I can use a 3 columns I can select to make it more interesting. So I can go ahead and say I need customers ID from this table. Okay, and I would need the customer name from this table, and I would need the customer's city from this table, but only those who are not from Mumbai. Okay, so let me just go ahead and run this query to see if it is working. So you can see I got all these three customer details who are not from Mumbai. Okay, so let's go to board and let's copy this answer, and we're going to submit the solutions to see if it kind of accept it. Okay, now sometime you will be getting incorrect answer though, even if your answer is correct, because this bot try to match with the existing answer data sets. Because see, in SQL you can solve the same questions within multiple approaches. So if your answer doesn't match, you may get error message saying that your answer is incorrect, but you will be getting some similarity. If your similarity is more than 50%, that means you can consider it is correct. And if you know that the question is your answer is correct, so you can just consider that is a correct. Okay, so let's go ahead and say submit. To submit it, you just need to use a submit command. So it's going to be exclamatory sign submit and this entire query. So make sure this query is correct. So let's go ahead and run it, and we will be getting, whoa, so you can see now our answer was correct. So it says correct, you earn 60 points. So I earned 60 points, and similarity was 73%. So because I structured it properly so that the board can recognize. So try to write in a simple possible approach so that the board can recognize. You can see I have used very simple approach here. So I have earned 60 points. Okay, and this is my, you can say 73.69% is the similarity, which, so this percentage similarity it matched with my kind of the database which we have stored in this bot. Okay, so here is some stats that you can see. You can say daily progress. If you want to see the daily progress, so you can just type exclamatory signs and daily underscore progress. It's going to give your daily progress. So you can see I have earned 60 points. This is kind of my today progress. So daily progress is going to give your individual day progress. I have solved only one question, which is I have attempted, and yeah, that's my daily progress. If you see my achievement, so I can just use my achievement here, and that's going to give me what badge I hold at the moment. So let's see, it says I'm still holding the beginner level badge. So, and you can see some nice message. Now last we have, which is called weekly progress. If I just kind of show this weekly progress, it's going to basically give my weekly progress. So in this week I earn 290 points, and weekly progress you can see, and yeah, this is kind of showing weekly progress. Okay, so this is fine. Now let's go ahead and solve one more questions, but that is in the medium level. Okay, so to solve a medium level questions, or you can just use this SQL, it's going to give you a random questions based on without any preferences. So I would say exclamatory sign SQL to get a random questions. So let's enter it, and it is going to ensure that the question that you have solved, it's not going to give that question, it's going to give you always a different question. So let's see the question here. It says question ID 13. Okay, easy level 60 point and 10 minutes remaining, 5 attempts total. So it says write a SQL query to find names of all employees whose names contain this sign, which is called I. Okay, so you can see it's a very simple again question, and it says create a table employees and employee ID and employee name. We have two columns at the moment, and it says insert into employees, so it's going to basically insert into employees. So this is a SQL query which is going to create the table, and then you can solve this problem. Okay, what you need to find out the employee names who has this I in his or her name. So that's going to be this Rabi. So Rabi has I, and that's going to be this, which is called Sita. Okay, so this two employee has I in their name. So let's go ahead and let's see how we can solve this problem. And if I need a hint, so you can see there is a hint option also available. So I can just type, if I just need a hint, so I can type hint. Okay, so it's going to give me a hint. So let's see, it says use like with this this percentage sign to find the substring. Okay, so you can see the hint is also available. That's great. Now to again create a tables, I can just copy this data sets and go to this one compare website, or I can just click on this link, and I have already opened. So I would just go ahead and erase everything and run this query to create the table. Now you need to make sure that you are solving it within the given time, otherwise you will be getting error saying call times up, so you will not be able to kind of solve it, submit your solution. So we have the solutions here, so which is called employees table we have just created. Let's go ahead and kind of see the data, select everything from employees, and I'm just going to use a run to see the employees. So we have got all the employees. Okay, now what I need to find out is that I would say where, and we need to find out the employee names. Okay, so that's going to be my employee names, and I'm also going to use employee names here, and I would use employee ID here. Okay, so employee ID, employee names, two columns I'm selecting where, and I would say that employee name, and I'm just going to use like. So what patterns we are looking for? Okay, so let's type that. So we are looking for something called I in the name. Okay, now this I can be starting. Okay, it can be at the starting or it can be at the end, right? So this I could be anywhere. If you see here we have I at the end. Okay, Here we have I in the middle, here we have no I, here we have I in the middle. So what I can do is that we can use in this way, we can go ahead and say that percentage sign and percentage signs to find the patterns where we have I. So let's go ahead and run this query. Okay, so you can see we have the answer which is called Rabi, Alicia, Sita. I think these are the three names which has I. So this percentage sign before and after means I could be anywhere in this string. That is going to give me the name if in case it can find I in that name. So this is fine. Let's go ahead and submit this answer. So I would just go ahead and kind of select everything. Now again, to submit it, you just need to use a submit. So submit commands using exclamatory signs, and you can just paste your queries. Make sure that there is no space between submit and command like this. If you type it this way, it's going to give you an error because you see after this submit I have some space. Now you can just cannot edit it, so you just need to type it again freshly. So I would just go ahead and kind of type it again. This time I'm going to submit it again to see if in case my answer is correct. You can see I have earned another 70 points because sometime if you submit it on time or before time, you get more points. Okay, you can see I have earned 70 points. Similarly 79%, and I can now check my daily progress. It is going to give me the question that I have solved for today. You can see 2 points and 2 questions, and you can see I have earned 130. Okay, perfect. This is fine. Now we will solve some more questions to see the different options that we have. Okay, if you want to see my stats, if you want to see your stats, so it's going to give your overall stats that you have at the moment. So you can see my state here. It says total questions I attempt, which is 80 questions, but correctly I have solved only 13 questions because I was doing some testing, and success rate is only showing 16%, which is kind of very poor for me, but again for you it's going to be maybe better. And total points I earn, which is kind of 1100 at the moment, and it says a nice message called keep coding and climbing their ranks. Remember, every question makes you stronger. Okay, so nice message. Okay, so that is perfect. Now let's go ahead and maybe solve the questions by a company. Okay, or maybe let's set a preferences. Let's type help to again see all the commands. I also don't remember the commands. So again, you have easy, medium, hard. Okay, so let's maybe try with one of the medium if in case you want, but I think we will see all the list of available topic that we have. Okay, so I can just say exclamatory signs topic. It's going to give me all the list of available topic that I have. So let's see. So if you see, a lot of topics are there. Now good thing is about this bot is that this is very smart, right? So as soon as you type it, you get the response immediately without any delay. This is functional 24/7 because I am hosting this bot in a different cloud platform, so which will make this bot active 24/7. And as soon as somebody submit any questions, I am going to review it as soon as I get the time to see it, and I'm going to update that questions in the database. So in the real time, you will see a lot of updates are happening in this bot. So very engaging and very interesting to learn. So make sure to join my community completely free, and you will be getting a lot of updates, a lot of features in this bot. So trust me, you can learn SQL very easy by solving problems. Okay, so I have tried to kind of build it from scratch, so to ensure that everyone can learn by solving problems. See, learn by kind of reading, it's kind of little boring, but learn by solving problems, it's kind of little interesting. So let's say that you are struggling with learning window functions. Okay, so you want to solve as many as problems using which you need to solve using window functions. So I believe there are no tools at the moment which can give you SQL questions only based on window functions, right? The real-time SQL interview question which was asked in the past. What I have tried to build is that now see, if you type window functions, you will be getting questions related to window functions. If you type join, you will be getting questions related to join. So based on your preferences, based on your whatever the topic you want to learn and master, you can type the topic, you will be getting questions on that topic. We're going to see that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that we have all this topic. I would want to see some questions regarding joins. Okay, so there are so many topics are there. Okay, I would simply go ahead and type. So to get a questions based on the topic, you see window functions like also we have. Let's say we want to get a topic only join. Okay, so I would say topic, and here you just need to ensure that exclamatory signs topic, and here you just need to give the right topic name from this availability options. Let's say I want to give a topic called maybe join. Okay, so simple join. Let's see if you have anything in the joins. Cool. So you can see I have got a questions using join. So topic joins and remaining attempts. It's again easy level question. It says list all product with their corresponding supplier name. So we have two tables. One is called supplier table. One is called product table. We need to find out all products along with their supplier name. So we need to get the supplier name from the supplier table. Very simple questions. If you want to skip it, you can use the skip button, and if you want to solve it, you can solve it. So I'm just going to solve it. We need to find all products with their corresponding supplier's name. Okay, so let's go ahead and kind of recreate everything here. So it's going to create the table, and I'm just going to select the table. What I want is that select all products. So I would use product ID. I need the product name, which is going to be product ID. I have selected product name. I need kind of just called supplier ID. Okay, and we would need the supplier name. We will be selecting that later on. So I would say from where, from this product table. Okay, now remember that you only have 10 minutes to submit your answer. If you don't submit in 10 minutes, you will be definitely going to get error. So this is my first table. Let's see the second table. So in supplier table, let's see what we have. Select everything from suppliers. Okay, let's run it. So you can see I have two tables. One is called product table, that has product name, product ID, supplier ID, and I have supplier ID and supplier name. Now I just need to get this for each product ID. I need to get this supplier name, right? So if you see here, I have a supplier name. Okay, but in both the table there is something called supplier ID. So based on this ID, I can find it, right? So a smartphone, if you see, this smartphone is selling by the supplier A. Because why? Because the supplier ID is 1, right? If you see this 2, which is called supplier ID 2, and that is laptop. So laptop is being sold by the supplier ID 2, right? So we can just do a inner join between this, and that is how we will be getting for each product. We will be getting the supplier name. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do an inner join here. So I'm just going to say here products as a P. Okay, and I'm just going to say inner join. Okay, and I would say suppliers. Okay, so that's going to be my second table, supplier as S. Okay, and on what conditions I'm joining? So I'm joining on P dot supplier ID, P dot supplier ID equals S dot supplier ID. Okay, so this is fine. Now I would just need to select one more columns here I want, which is called supplier name. That's going to be my from S table. So I would say S dot supplier name. Okay, so here it's going to come from product table, P dot product name, P dot product ID. So let's run this query to see if in case this query is correct here or not. Let me just reorganize it. Okay, so let's go ahead and reorganize it properly. Let's kind of execute it. So we will be getting the answer. So we can see we have all the products along with their supplier name right now. Okay, so we can submit this in the bot to see if in case bot will accept this or not. Okay, so I will say submit. So to submit it, you just need to use the submit command. So there's a possibility that if it says that incorrect, so it could be that the bot is trying to solve it in a different approach. But for us, we have already verified that we are getting the correct answers, correct? So let's go ahead and see submit. And you see it's saying incorrect. So similarity is 61%, and that's the reason it's showing incorrect. But this answer that we have submitted, it is correct. So it could be that we need to do some modifications here to ensure that this answer is correct. So we can maybe join in a different approach. Now I can show you why it is showing incorrect, right? We have entered it correctly. It could be the bot is trying to solve it different way. So I can just go ahead and basically show you that what is the reason it is showing incorrect. So I can go ahead and check actually this answers, this table answer in the database. Okay, so let me maybe go ahead and check the database table, question table from the cloud. So let's go ahead and say select star from these questions to verify that if something wrong with these questions. So you will not having again you will not have that access, but you can report if you feel any question that is giving you incorrect, though it is giving 61%. So that this kind of shows that the question is correct. But I'm just again going to check, select everything from questions and ID. So this is from the clouds. Let's see what is the questions ID. So question ID was this is called 305. Okay, let's see question ID 305. Let's run this. Okay, oops, what's going wrong? Okay, where I missed. So where question ID. So I've created this bot using Postgres SQL. Now here we can check what was the answer it was expecting. Okay, so this was the answer which is fetched in the bot. Let's see. So it was expecting something product name, supplier name. Okay, so that's it. We rest of the things we have given correctly because we have given, it didn't ask for the product id and the supplier id. So I think we have included the product id and the supplier id, which usually works, but again at bot it couldn't identify it. That's the reason we have got incorrect answers. To verify it, I can just go ahead and kind of give the right answer just to show you. Okay, so again, as I said, that even if you have a 50% more similarity, that means you can consider that your answer is correct. Okay, so what I can do is that we can go ahead and here modify it, the answers again. Now let's say I want to reattempt. Okay, so you can say try again, and you can say try again. It's going to give you the questions again. Okay, you can see I'm getting the same questions again, 305. So this time what I can do is that I can resubmit the answers by just kind of removing two extra columns, which is called product id. I don't want right now, so I would just remove it, and I also don't want to see the supplier id. Let's submit it again. So you can see now I got kind of 75% similarity, and you see my answer is right now correct, which is 60 points. So by doing cheating, you can say I have earned 60 points, which you will not have the options. But again, just for showing you like how this functions overall works, so this is how we can see. Now if you see here, I have kind of for each questions, I have questions id, questions, answer, and data sets, hint, company name. Each and everything stores in a table. So from that table the bot try to get the data. This is how this bot is working. Okay, so at the real time we have at the moment kind of 400 plus questions at the moment. So the bot try to fetch each and everything from that table from the server. Okay, so this is perfect. Now if you see my daily scores, that's going to again increase to 3 points at the moment. Let's see. So at the moment we have 4 questions we have solved, and not solved, we have 4 questions. We have attempt 4 questions, but we have earned 180 points. So it doesn't show how many questions I have solved, but it says that questions I have attempted, which is 4. Okay, now lastly I'm just going to show you how to kind of practice the questions by company. Okay, so if you want to practice the questions by company, you just need to write this exclamatory signs. You can just type company, everything in a small letter. Okay, company, to see all the available company from this functions. So I have just entered company. Let's see. Yeah, you see all this company we have got, that we have available at the moment: Adobe, Amazon, then we have two Amazon, and Apple, Booking, Data More, Discord, Bot, and each and everything options is here. Okay, so let's say I want to solve a question by maybe Meta. Okay, so for that I can simply go ahead and type exclamatory signs and Meta just to enter. So it seems like it couldn't identify. Okay, sorry, I did a mistake here. Okay, so you need to type company name, exclamatory signs, company name, and then space, and then company name. Okay, so this is one of the good things. So you first need to ensure that your command is correct, otherwise you will be getting unknown command. Okay, error. So here I would first need to say company space Meta, because now in Meta you don't need this exclamatory sign, you just need to say Meta. Okay, that's it. So I'm saying company Meta. If I just hit enter, I will be getting a question that was asked in Meta. Okay, so if you see here, it's again easy Merriam level questions. I have again time limit, which is 10 minutes, and Merriam level, it doesn't have any points at the moment, so we will need to check why it is not giving any points. And it says time limit 10 minutes, attempt remaining 5, and topic aggregations and window functions and company Meta. So you can solve these questions. You can see this is the question, this is the data sets, and you can submit it. Okay, let's say I want to get a hint here, so I would say hint. Okay, so it says use a subquery to count tweets per user and then group by tweet count to create a histogram. Okay, so we can see the hint also mentioned here. And if you still think that you cannot solve it, you can go ahead and kind of skip these questions. So you can, to skip it, you can simply use skip commands. Okay, that is how you will be able to skip the question. You can see the question is skipped. If you want to get another questions, then you can type another company name, whatever the company name you want to kind of practice. Okay, so this is how this bot is kind of working. And as I said that you will be getting the link in the video description, so make sure to click the link, sign up for Discord completely free, and then you can join the community to kind of practice with this bot. Okay, you can practice in the group, or you can just send a personal message to this bot. Okay, not to me but to this bot. Okay, let's say I want to set up preferences to hard category. Okay, so that I only get questions for hard. So I would say set preferences, and I'm just going to type hard here. Okay, you see the command, if you see, it says set preferences difficulty level, is going to set your preference to that questions. Okay, so I would just say hard, and you say, it says your preferred difficulty has been set too hard, you can reset it anytime using reset preferences command. Okay, now I can use kind of SQL to kind of get a questions, but it is going to give me hard questions. You can see if I use SQL, it is giving the hard questions. You can see I have 25 minutes, 120 points, and this is the question. I can skip it to get another questions, or I can just type again SQL. So every time I need to type SQL. Okay, you see that at the moment it's kind of saying, hey, there are I got to learn. You can try again in 47 seconds. So because you got a one questions, you can you're directly jumping to another question. So this bot is pretty much smart. It is saying to wait for some time. Maybe meantime you can check your stats, and then you can try again, because you need to give some time, because you have already got the questions. Either you are solving it, right? If you're not solving it, you need to wait for 47 seconds. Okay, so that nobody misuse this bot. Okay, so this is fine. You see my stats. While I'm working, I can just have a look on my stats. So this is my present stats, and now I think it's 47 seconds. Let's give it a go, and let's go ahead and say exclamatory signs SQL to see if the second question is available. Yeah, I got the second questions. You see, again I am getting the second questions in the hard category. So every time I'll be getting questions in the hard category. So this time I'm just going to call skip to skip this question, and I would now need to set my preferences, reset my preferences to, so that I can get all level of question. So for that, what I can do is that I can go ahead and say reset preferences. Okay, so reset preferences, I can just hit enter, and my preferences has reset now. You can see that you will receive question from all difficulties. I can just type SQL again to see if I am getting questions from any all the category. So you say I'm getting 22 seconds wait time, because I have tried multiple commands. So let's wait for 22 seconds, and then we will try to get a new questions using SQL. I think it's already 10 seconds. Let's wait for 5 more seconds, and let's enter now. Again it's saying 6 seconds more. Okay, great. So let's say 6 seconds, enter now. Okay, another 4 seconds. Okay, so let's say again SQL. Okay, you can see now I am getting the questions from the medium category. So once you reset it, you will be getting questions from the medium category. So if you try that one commands, after that you need to just wait for a few seconds. Okay, it's going to give you some warning, just to ensure that it kind of process the data. Okay, then you will be getting the second question. So this is the second question. If I want to see the hint again, so I can just type hint. Okay, so you can see the hint is saying that filter organic food brand by rating and the years in the business. So you can read the questions. You can again do the same step by step which I have done to solve this problem. You can kind of copy it and create a table in your MySQL on or pgadmin, whatever the tool you're using, or you can use the website completely free, and then you can kind of solve the problem, come back here and submit your solutions. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video till here. If you experience any issues while using this, you can kind of report in this channel which is called issues. So I will reply whenever I see your message. So this channel is to kind of reporting your issues regarding this bot. Okay, now if you want to submit a questions, you can simply use a question and you can simply submit it. So for that you can use this command which is called submit. I think I will need to just check. It's called submit questions, I think. Let's say help, and to submit a questions you need to use the submit questions. Okay, submit, and let's say I'm going to say test. Okay, so this question is going to be submitted. Okay, so then I will be reviewing these questions. You can say thank you for submitting, thank you for your contributions, your question has been submitted for review. All contributors name will be added in the GitHub monthly. Okay, so this is how you'll be getting a nice message once you submit a questions. It is going to be only added if the question is kind of really challenging, and it's kind of if the question is kind of real, right? So it has to be challenging and maybe ask in some interview question. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video till the end. I hope you have liked the video and you have learned something new today, and if yes, do subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and stay consistent. Have a good one. Take care. Bye bye.